Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. Well, springtime is a great time to kind of refresh the look of your house, either by making pillows or other decorative items such as curtains, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this really pretty and very simple kitchen curtain valance. Now you can also make it for a bedroom or bathroom or even a living room depending on the fabric that you use. This is just cotton fabric that I purchased from Walmart, and it was a great deal because I got it for about $5 a yard. Okay, let's get started. I'm using 42-inch wide cotton fabric. In order for you to know how much fabric you need to purchase, you need to measure the width of your window, and you need to measure from 3 inches out across to 3 inches out this way, because that's usually where curtain rods are placed. They're placed about 3 inches out. So measure the width and make sure you measure from 3 inches out on each side of the window, and that will tell you how much fabric you need to buy. You can also use a wider fabric. If you're using something that's 50 inches wide, then the length of your curtain will be longer. So for mine, because I'm using 42-inch wide fabric, by the time the curtains are done, the farthest points are the two sides of the curtain, and they come down approximately 37 inches. So if you're using wider fabric, it could come down lower. Here's how I recommend you lay your fabric out so that you can cut it. I recommend you leave your fabric folded with the selvage edges together. So here's your fold line. Cut your first raw edge straight. Then measure over the distance that you measured on your window area, and then cut. And then I cut 4 strips for the little loops that pull the curtain up, and I cut them 5 inches wide. So you're going to need anywhere from 3 to 5 of them, depending on how high you want the valance to come up. I'm using a small piece of fabric so that you can see the overall picture of how you're going to press and stitch your valance. So the two side edges, the left and right sides, you're going to fold them over 1/4 inch and press, and then fold over again and then press. And again, you do it at both the left and right sides. After pressing, then you want to stitch close to this inside folded edge. Now at the top and bottom edges, you want to fold your fabric over 1/4 inch and press it all the way across. And again, you do it at both the top and bottom. At the bottom edge, you want to fold it over 2 inches and then press it all the way across. At the top edge, you're going to fold it over, but I recommend you lay your curtain rod here so that you make sure that the casing for the rod is correct. Now for mine, I only need to fold it over 2 inches, but if you're using a really skinny rod or a really thick rod, I recommend you just place it over your curtain rod to see how far you need to fold it. You don't want the casing really tight. You want it loose so that the rod goes in easily. Once all of your pressing is done, then you want to stitch close to this inside folded edge on both the bottom and top areas. For the 2 loop straps, I'm not sure what to call those, you're going to take 2 of your 5-inch pieces and stitch them together. So for each loop, you're going to use 5-inch wide pieces of fabric and stitch them together at one end. When you're stitching them, you can either use a 1/4 inch wide or 1/2 inch wide seam. then make sure you press that seam open. Take the straps and then fold them over in half and then press all the way down the full length and then open it up. Take just one of the raw edges and fold it over about 1/4 of an inch and press all the way down. Take the piece that's the raw edge and bring it over about 1/4 of an inch past your fold line. Then take your other edge that's folded and fold it over the raw edge here. And then press. Once your pressing is all done, then you want to stitch close to this inside folded edge right here, all the way down the full length of the strip. After you're done stitching the straps, you want to cut it to your desired length. I cut mine to 51 inches, so each one was cut that length. If you're making your curtains much longer, you may want to cut your strips longer. Now you're going to take the 2 ends so that you can make this loop, and you're going to fold the front sides together. So here is the back side where the edges are folded over. So those, you can see those. So bring those 2 ends together, then stitch a 1/2 inch wide seam right here, and then do a zigzag stitch over the raw edges along here. Before you hang this all up, first put your curtain on the rod, then take your loops right here and insert it over the rod. And I brought mine in about 1/4 of the way on each side. You can place it anywhere you like. So go ahead and arrange your loops, then hang it up on your brackets here. And then if you need to do any other adjustments like folding it a little nicer, you can do that also. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you learned something new. Curtains are one of the quickest and easiest ways to refreshen the look in your home. If you're interested in other curtain ideas, then look below your YouTube screen for those video links. So just scroll down to the description section. Expand that description section open by clicking on Show More or the down arrow, and scroll down a little more and you will see those links. And no, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.